Hey everyone, it's Leon, and today we're going to be checking out all the changes that we will likely see on next Thursday on the 27th. According to the subreddit MSL, somebody has translated the Korean developer notes. So thanks a ton to Asked a Lot on there. So first thing is Golem dungeon changes. So we're going to see that Golem resist is greatly lowered. What does that mean? That means that debuffs are going to be that much more useful. That means that there's going to be more relevance to using sappers in your golems teams because, once you get up to B8, B9, B10, the golems have so much resistance that it's really hard to justify bringing sappers unless you're just starting off. It seems like sappers just aren't good enough for speed runs because of that high resistance. So we should see that this is going to get fixed. Next is that the golem is no longer immune to thirst and taunt. So I think that's a huge change because that means you could really bring a taunt monster like Light Miho or any number of others, and you can get that boss to not use its skill gauge and continue to attack that one monster. So I think that's huge. Personally, I think that's really big. And the thirst, of course, is nice because we don't see a whole lot of use from that skill anyway, unless you're in a PvP scenario, or that's really the only place that's useful at the moment. So, or Tower of Chaos. That's huge. Skills of the minions will be changed in the Golem fight, so we don't know exactly what that'll be yet, but that could affect, since they're balancing it, they could actually be more powerful and more helpful to the Golem since he's getting these changes. And then last, the Golem HP is increased, but his attack and defense will stay the same. It would be interesting to see, if we start bringing sapping units, what that might do to run times. Okay, second is the changes in the Golem dungeon layouts. So attributes will be changed for all Golem floors except 5 and 10. So 5 and 10 are going to be dark. And so it says here, floor 6 is allowed to obtain 6-star gems. So that will make it so much easier for newer players to, have an opportunity to get 6-star gems and start building their monsters. So floor 6 is a nerfed version of floor 10, and then floor 6 is light attribute instead of dark. So third is the adjustments for dungeons. Easy and hard story mode will be boosted 10% to 20% of gold. So that'll be nice. That'll give us a little bit more gold when we're, doing these continuous farming events. And I don't see how that's a dungeon, but anyway. And the Starstone dungeon boss of lower levels will have no more immunity to taunt and thirst. So Astromon you bring in will be able to taunt and thirst the boss, which could potentially make runs much easier. Number 4 is the Astromon buffs and rebalancing, which I've really been waiting for. So they're going to do a buff on the Water Shiva, and we have no idea what it's going to be, but personally I was thinking about it, and if they're going to make thirst more usable in golems and everything else, it might be that they change his first skill, which is not his first skill, his 5-star skill, whatever skill is the HP recovery down. I think what a good change might be is to change that to a thirst as well. So he has thirst on both his 3-star skill and his 5-star skill. So if they make thirst more relevant, that might be the way to change him, and he would be the only monster that can do that. Next is the Wood Nightmare buff, and again, we don't know exactly what it's going to be until it comes out, but the Wood Nightmare can taunt all of the enemies for 1 turn. So personally, I think it's going to be changed to 2 turns, and I think they're still going to keep the SP regen on the 3-star skill. But we'll have to see. And they plan to announce more at a later time. Number 5 is Hero Festival changes. So there will be attempts to be 2 Hero Festivals in a month. I don't know how we're going to handle that because I'm having issues getting enough crystals to support summons for 1 Hero Festival. So I don't know exactly how that's going to work, or if they're just going to split up rates. So like, you know, this, and this Nat 5 is going to be hero up on the first hero festival of the month, and this one will be the chances up on the second half. We don't know. This is just speculation. And then introduction of Hero Festival tickets for 10+1, purchasable with real money. There will be a sale for these. So I'm guessing it's just these tickets that you can redeem that will give you so many 10+1s. And I'm guessing that it'll be a discounted rate from what it would be if you were to buy Astro Gems. And then they say Thor is still in the Rebirth Festival for 1 or 2 more times. So we still have an opportunity to pull either that light or dark Thor that everybody's been wanting. And last but certainly not least, re-emergent of exotics from past events. I'm really excited about this one. There's plans to bring back Jack-o'-lantern, Gatito, and Snowy as either capture events or rebirth events. They're going to touch more on this in May. So that's awesome, because though it was cool to have monsters you could collect that were only available for a set time, you know, this gives people that got screwed over on the first attempt, like me, to get like Dark Gatito, for example, really needs a square slot to take advantage of its skill set. So I fused my Dark Gatito and I did not get a square slot. So I was upset and I kind of shut down. I didn't even finish the collecting them to Evo 3 them. So this gives everyone another chance to get maybe slots that they wanted or get more of the units that were limited. So I think all of these changes are really pretty big, and I'm excited for this patch. So if you have any thoughts or ideas of what some of these changes might be, leave them down in the comments below. I really enjoy reading comments, and I try to reply on as many as I can. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and if you want to, follow me on Twitch. We're going to start doing streams on Wednesdays. So anyway, thanks for everything, and we'll see you in the next video.
Alrighty then.